Hey, morning. I usually, don't feed into hype about almost anything. Uh, you know, Global warming. When I used to live up north, oops, when I lived up north, oh, snow, big snow. You know, anyhow, had my boat over there, okay, yesterday. Today is Friday, the 30th. And then I said, all right, fine. I'll take some precaution, okay? So that's what I'm doing today. I got my boat snuggled up next to my houseboat, and I intend to stay on my boat. I really think it's secure enough, and then I have my backup. I have my sailboat, and so yeah, I'm pretty confident that everything will be fine. I got strong anchors running all the way around, and of course my trust and hope is always in the Lord. I've been through some difficult things, and I was trying to think this morning, looking back, what was the most scary or dangerous situation that I've been in my 6 years now of this journey. And I know one time when I was lost at sea, if you scroll back, you'll see I was cutting across a big piece of water from the mainland of Philippines over to this long Palawan island. Big piece of ocean. And when I was getting up close, I was going to go towards Luzerne area and then jump to Quran and over. When I was getting to the first island, near there, I couldn't get any headway. And there were strong currents pulling me. And I'm like pushing and pushing towards this one island. I give up. I leave my motor running all night. I leave the steering locked in the morning. The best I could sleep, right? I wake up. I look at my GPS, and here I'm like 50 miles out in the ocean. I hadn't taken enough fuel and water. And the ocean is terrible. Oh, there's this huge storm, too. Forgot to tell you that. And I'm like, Lord, what is it? And I noticed I couldn't hardly turn my steering. I couldn't. So I go around the back of a boat, similar to this, right? I go around the back, and I'm looking to see something on the rudder, and I see something white down around the propeller. And here, when I was almost up towards Manila, I had caught plastic on, and it was all tangled around the propeller. And so I'm out in the ocean, right? I had to get it off. Big waves, higher than a boat, right? I got to swim under the boat. And I have to be under there, these waves and everything, trying to pull that plastic off the propeller. But God's always been with me. And then a couple days later, it was the last island, okay? If God hadn't woken me up and caused me to look, and here's an island, finally, 100 meters away, right? It was the last island. I would have been lost in the sea. There would have been nothing out there. And then I had problems with the motor, right? And only a little bit of fuel. The motor fires up. Brum! I make a run for this island. Hit the reef, right? Tear the boat up. I think it's uninhabited at first, right? And then finally I see some souls coming at low tide. And they were out picking the little sea crabs or whatever it is that they get. And those indigenous people. I was there 5 months, I think, rebuilding before I continued sailing towards Palawan Island. But nevertheless, God is with me, and I don't think that my service and ministry for him is finished yet. You know, it is so weird. They say that when the storm starts, they open the bridge. They close the bridge. So the people that are on this, I don't know what you call it, this strip of land between the ocean and the mainland, I mean it's intercoastal, they're cut off. There's no hospital. There's nothing. They just, and I'm like, so you cut off, and how long this piece of land is, I don't know, right? But they're all cut off. And I asked a friend of mine, why in the world? Oh, because they don't want surfers, some of these young guys, going out to the shore, to the ocean. So they jeopardize everyone else to keep them from coming out there. Anyway, and so then, of course, all the stores have to close because the workers live on the mainland across, across the bridge on the other side. So it may be interesting. I have to go out today. I will pick up a few food things. And I want to get some rope. I want to make sure everything's really tied in, secured. I'm nailing some places where it wasn't really, I had skimped on nails, And but I'm not worried. And it's all in God's hands. And I've had a blessed time sharing my message of my faith in the Lord and confidence in Jesus Christ. And so blessings to you all, and let's see how this weekend comes out.